Go to 285 pounds, where it'll be 11th ranked Dayton Pitzer, redshirt freshman, 4-1 on the season, 11-4 for his career, taking on number 8 Luke Luffman. He's a redshirt senior, 4-0 on the season, 46-30 for his career. So good matchup here between number 8 and number 11.
In our first look live here at Pitzer this year for the Panthers, it looked for a little bit last year that they may remove his red shirt, but eventually, right before he met the number of matches required, they did decide to redshirt him last year. He's up in weight into the 235-pound range this year. So Luffman looked like he was in pretty deep there, but Pitzer able to scramble out of it.
He weighed in about 215 last year, so able to put on about 20 pounds in the offseason, which is obviously not an easy thing to do, but able to do just that. And Luffman's a guy that, last year would have gave him a lot of trouble, though. The guy's not quite at the 285 mark. He's a guy weighing in around 250. So a guy that, has that kind of quickness, much like Pitzer. Can definitely, give him some trouble.
Pitzer kind of burst onto the scene last year. I mean, obviously he was highly recruited coming in, but when he beat Dalton Schultz last season early in a tournament, I think a lot of eyes were open, and that's when they potentially thought maybe we'll take the red shirt off. Turned out not to be last season, but now he's back here, fully ready to go.
Yeah, I think it was probably the smart decision, to go ahead and redshirt Pitzer. But because of his success last year, I think he's almost got. He's not going to surprise anybody this year. Let's just say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Work inside on the ties is Pitzer.
This is another one of those toss-up matches we expected to be pretty competitive. If the Panthers can win this, it would certainly go a long way into winning this dual meet.
20 seconds to go here in the opening period. Haven't seen Pitzer take a shot yet.
Not totally uncommon when you get into some of these upper weights. They tend to be more grinded out affairs. Saw Luffman, he got into a pretty deep shot. Pretty impressed with Pitzer. He's able to kind of hip out of that, get back to his feet as we finish that first period with no points on the scoreboard.
So Luffman underneath for the second period. Pitzer trying to go in for a cradle. And this is one of his he got the head free to Luffman. But Pitzer, once he usually gets that cradle in, it's usually game over.
High school, Greg, I think it was 100 pins exactly for Pitzer.
Yeah, there's a number of them that were by cradle.
You saw Luffman try to roll through there. Pitzer, really strong ride. Looked like Luffman was grabbing the edge of the mat there to try to get a little bit of a leverage advantage.
So Luffman will try to probably jump out a little bit quicker here on the restart.
You got to think that added weight from Pitzer too helps him a little bit more in some of these top positions.
Trying to work up around the neck is Pitzer, and looking to try to sit out and turn. Now get to his feet is Luffman. Up to his feet. Pitzer throws a leg in.
So that riding time goes over a minute. Pitzer able to get Luffman back down to the mat.
It's tough on top as Pitzer.
That's something Illinois was expecting. All these Pitt wrestlers very good in the top position. Kind of classic Pennsylvania high school wrestling. Another mat return there by Pitzer. He's trying to ride out this whole period.
Seconds remain, and we're going to get a stalling call on Pitzer, which I thought...
and there's a brick there from the Illinois coaching staff. Looks like they want to challenge something. Locked hands, potentially?
Yeah, it looks like that's Kate Luffman was adamant that they throw that brick.
So this is a big call here. One, it gives Luffman some much needed rest. Catches breath there over in the corner, but that point could be potentially pivotal in this match.
Well, that, and he also got the stalling call as well. So to get that stall call and a potential point and still have 16 seconds to work.
So the first review we've had here at the Peterson Event Center. Or excuse me, we're actually at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse. Greg, there's a lot of activity at Pitt this weekend. Both the men's and women's basketball teams played or are playing currently down at the Fitzgerald Fieldhouse or down at the Peterson Event Center, but also the women's volleyball. They won 2 matches over the weekend. They make another Sweet 16, looking to get back to a regional final again. So a lot of programs here at Pitt having a successful fall season.
Yeah, just in today alone, like you mentioned, with 2 hoops games plus the wrestling, it's let's not forget the Steelers were at home today as well. So Pittsburgh's got a lot of action here on a Sunday.
It is a sports city, as it looks like we're getting a rolling.
So he does get the locked hands penalty call. So now Luffman leads 1-0. Now he knew it was the locked hands. He was very adamant about it. And now Luffman quick and out for 1. Boy, what a change for Luffman in Illinois as he gets a penalty point. Now he gets the escape point, and he's up 2-0 after 2.
So great use of the challenge brick over by the Illinois bench. Really, it was a 2-point challenge there because of the quick escape by Luffman after he had a couple minutes to catch his breath.
Now Pitzer, he's got to get up to his feet quickly. I mean, if he can get that ride time point, it's still essentially a tied match.
Heavy mat return there by Luffman. Pitzer trying to peel the hands.
Pitzer's got to get back up to his feet. Luffman just needs to really hold on here for the final 10 seconds to not give up that ride time. Pitzer really wants a fresh start. Luffman trying to just keep him in. They go out of bounds. 1:01 to go on the ride time, so imagine that Luffman will get that under a minute, which would be huge for him. Because now it'll force Pitzer to have to get a takedown in the third. Switch attempt. Now Pitzer's free. Still plenty of time here in this third period for Dayton Pitzer. Trailing 2-1.
Kelsey spent most of the second period on top, too. We really haven't seen Pitzer take a shot of any significance here in the match. What a game changer that challenge brick was for the Illini. This Pitzer then gets it on a high leg shot, tries to switch over to the double.
He's got to continue to drive forward. Luffman wanted to hop over top, and Pitzer just catches him in the act and able to get the takedown. He got high on that hip, and he was able to bring him down. And he's up over on the ride time point as well, so now he's going to give the escape.
A lot of energy in the building now. This match should pick up pretty significantly in the final couple seconds.
Keep in mind, Pitzer does have one stall call on him, but he can give one. And is Luffman trying to get on a cradle, trying to roll through. Pitzer able to take down. Does not get the fall, gets a couple of back points.
So a 4-point move there.
5-point move there. Plus the ride time.
Yeah. Waiting for the final score. That should be.
So it was 4-3, takedown 7-3, 2 back points 9-3, ride time 10-3. So that is your final.